Well, howdy, everybody. And once again, coming to you from somewhere in the working late middle of nowhere. So I figured we'd bring you up on a little update here. Our hunting blind, and we got bonus project also tonight. So let's take a look. Alright, here's our hunting blind. We've got all four walls up. Everything's kind of level. That was something I wanted to bring to everybody's attention. I learned a valuable lesson a long time ago. So, you threw some boards down on the ground and you nailed some plywood. Is it level? Or is that just flat ground? Well, man, I can pretty much say that it ain't level. No matter what in the real world's going on. We can even look at our handy little pocket level. You see, there's a bubble in there. And it should be somewhere in that vicinity. It's a very, very small level. It's not what I would use to do anything like this, but just for demonstrative purposes, there you go. So, the base is at a level. Well, then how do you make sure that your corners are level? You know, man, for when you go in to put your plywood on. Well, that's where this nifty little tool comes in handy. Because no matter what you do in the world, as long as you build it square, you're going to be fine. Doesn't mean throw your level in the trash or anything, but I mean, we built it on a square piece of plywood, right? So we know that our bottom framing should be square. Ugh. Let's take one more look at that. See if I can get y'all in here. There. Square. Look at that. It's square. So, but you can't put a level on an unlevel surface and hope to get any results. So, trim your square up like this off the bottom and see if you're anywhere you want to be. Well, it looks like something changed because I'm not where I was. Oh no, I've got to hold the level correctly for the square. So, it's all nice on the bottom right there. You can see where it is in conjunction with that stud and plate right there. And if we come up, it doesn't really deviate. So, up square. Come over to this other corner over here. Let's check it. Make sure it looks like something. So, good on the bottom down there. And let's see if we can get in here. That's way too close. Well, if we come up here, man, we're good with the stud, just the same as it looks on the bottom. So, and then you can check it your other way also. Make sure you don't have something bad going on. There you are, man. Touching on the bottom. Going up. Looks the same. So, that means in the end we're going to be level. When I start putting the plywood on here, we're going to be fine. But I guess this evening's goal is to put some window openings. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the bottom opening first. Oh, we got our, I don't know what you want to call these, man, window cripples, or people got all kinds of funky names for silly stuff. For tonight, we're going to put our boards. Oh, and yeah, you see I got a mark here. Look, I'm a little big, but I don't care. It's not, it's just a window opening, and I've got a ½ inch to play with. So, we figured this is going to be our height. See, we're going to have our window sill that goes across. These are to hold your windowsill up. And we have an opening of 12 inches because our window is 11.5. So that'll give us a 1/4 inch to get everything right and a 1/4 inch to get everything right. And I've only got the bottom stuff cut out this evening, so let's see what I can do without a tripod. I'm going to set a little screw right there. I'll let y'all stare at my Jeep wheels. Alright. I think I can hold this and show y'all. Well, we got our screw started. There we go. It's all nice and flush with the outside. Let's put another one on the bottom so we can hold it in place. And just beat it over with your drill, man. It doesn't matter. Your drill's meant to go to work. But you want it to come out even on the inside and the outside. And you send that screw home. Don't go all the way through your board, because you sure can. So we got that one on. Good. We got another one for the other side. We can nail this on. Y'all got 1 second. I just want to get through this little part. I'm running out of light, and that's why I didn't go in and get the tripod set up all pretty, because I'm getting late. Got something I wanted to bonus to show y'all. So one more screw, I'll pick that back up. All right. Now we got that one on. So now what we can do, we can take our window sill and we can nail it next. You see, man, put that up there, right there. Everything fits all nice and pretty. For the most part, I think. There we go. Turn around over here. There we go. I've already got pre-holes drilled in this too. So, let's get one of these started. And then I'll do some more explaining. Oh! Let's see if I can do this and y'all can see it. Alright. Well, there's one. Now we got to get one over here. Oh! And because our boards are not all perfectly straight, because nature is not perfectly straight, I can push it over to where it goes. And then you'll see there's a gap there. You got to trust your tape measure. And aha, that's where I nailed my stud, or my that's where I nailed my brace. Hold on 1 second. Let me take that loose. I don't know what that dog's getting after, but I'm about to get after it. Man, I'm doing this backwards and upside down. All right, back to this. Now, we can pull that tight. You can still move everything and get it where you want it. See, just like so. You can fix it. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna nail this. Here, look at that, man. All nailed. It's all nice and tight. Now, I've got more marks down here on the bottom. Center. That's even center of the building. That's going to work later for our roof, believe it or not. And we got one over here, and these are all 16 inches. You got from this 16 to over this is 16 inches. And from here to, if I had to mark on the other side, it'd still be 16 inches. And then this one's another 16 inches. And that's because you get 16, 32, 48, 64, 96. Or 80, I missed the 84, I think. But anyways, man, everything, it'll fit sheets of plywood. And you want that just in case, man, you got miles and miles of plywood to put on it. It does start to matter. You can keep everything nice and square. So, I put these same marks. I already got my little holes drilled. I've got a line drawn on there. So we can take our next boards that are the same size as these ones on the outside. And we can pull them over until we see that it lines up with our mark there. You have to bonk it around a little bit, or you can even get out your nifty speed square, line it up with your mark, and you can see where you're at and if you got to move it just a little bit or not. And then we'll put 3 more in there, and well, we'll have the bottom half of our window opening done. And then we're going to work on the top. So, well, I got to do that 3, 4 more times and a door. Well, I wanted to show you all this. I've been wanting to do this for a long, long time now. Well, let's turn one of these into a table. I'll show you what we had to do. Because what I wanted to do, since this is going to be a table that you sit at, if the bottom is the same height or size or diameter as the top, it's really hard to get a chair to pull up underneath there. So what I did was I made some round marks on what I chose as the bottom. And we drew our circle on there. Got out the old trusty jigsaw. And started chopping on it. Well, in that process, this piece didn't have any nails in it, so it wasn't secure, so it fell off. There's one under here on the bottom on this edge that went fell off. And then, of course, the same thing on the other side. Both sides. No big deal, man. I glued it all. I put some screws in there. I clamped it for overnight. Everything's going to be fine. It has been probably about 25 hours right now since I've got this thing glued up. So, good. We can turn this thing over. And now, because the bottom is smaller, hey man, I can even demonstrate this. Sorry guys. So, well, here's the outside of your table right there. There's the base. So now you can pull your chair up under the table. So I mean, you can only get it to there, but you get it to pull up under the table. So when you're sitting at the table, you fit and you can get right up and on the table. Look, that's my belly. Oh, here, let's see the chair. And this is the table edge, and man, if I was going to sit at the table, No more light. Well, this is where I would be, man, and it's comfortable. So you can actually get up in here close enough. Your chair fits. Everything will be nice. And so, now I got to flip this thing back over and clean up the bottom a little bit with a belt sander. I mean, it is just a rough cut with a jigsaw. And it's not perfectly flat. You know, man, the blade kind of bent a little bit and it got all wonky. Like right there, you can see it. I ain't hiding it. But man, you can clean that stuff up with some sandpaper and you'll be fine, man. I'm happy about how round it turned it out, but you see that, how it ain't square? Well, that's where the blade started to deflect. Well, I don't really know what happened. I got a story about my jigsaw that I'm going to save for another time. It's not really a happy story, but... So anyways, I'm going to clean that up, and we'll kind of bevel this edge over a little bit so you don't stub your big toe on there. And then we'll get to working on this top. And I do want to take it down to where it's nice and it looks like pine. Kind of rotten looking right now. We'll leave all the nail holes and all the things that you see, but man, we're just gonna clean it up. I don't know about the bottom and underneath of it. I may just leave it ugly and then stain right on top of that. But I do want the top all nice. And then so after we get it stained or sanded and stained and all that good stuff, you know, then we're probably gonna spray it with some polyurethane. And after that, I found that you can buy glass on Amazon for a pretty decent deal. You can get whatever size you need. This top is 31.5 inches, I think. And I can get a 32-inch piece of glass. So man, you'll get like a 1-inch reveal over, you know, hanging over. Oh, 32. So I can get a 32-inch piece and then that'll be fine. But if I sand this edge up real nice like I should, well, then it's going to get a little smaller by the time I get my glass on there. So it might just fit just perfectly. Yeah, no. A 32-inch round piece of glass on Amazon, man, ain't but $100. I was excited to see that. So, but this one's going to be for the wife. The goal is to collect as many spools as I can and repeat this process as many times as I can and see if anybody will be interested in buying one. We'll see what it turns out like. Oh man, oops, sorry guys. There's a nice little sunset for tonight. But well, I don't know if y'all can see me anymore, but I gotta go. It's getting late. I gotta go spank a dog, it sounds like. So anyways, y'all have a great evening. We love you. See you soon. Bye, y'all.